In the universe, there is an intricate, chaotic, and invisible complexity to the careless eye. At first glance, it is so complex that one thinks that it is random. But is it really random? Maybe we don't know how to observe. If you look at the world with care and interest, you can see a unique design that can fascinate you. When you observe a rose petal or a tiger or a human being, you can comprehend that there is a delicate mathematical design behind it. That mathematical design is called Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence was first discovered by Italian mathematician Leonardo Fibonacci, who was born around AD 1170. What he discovered was that starting from 0 and 1, adding up last two numbers makes up a new number, and there is an interesting correlation between these last two numbers. As you can see, Fibonacci sequence goes on like this: 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, 223, 377. When you add up last two digits, you can find the third digit in the sequence. But the real trick of the Fibonacci sequence is that if you divide 377 to 233, you get 1.618. If you divide 233 to 144, you can get 1.618. If you divide 144 to 89, you get 1.618. If you divide 89 to 55, you can get 1.618, and so on. 1.618 is called the golden ratio. Fibonacci numbers appear in nature surprisingly often. The number of petals in a flower is a Fibonacci number. Number of spirals on a sunflower and bees in a hive follow the Fibonacci sequence either. Wherever you look, you can see Fibonacci numbers and golden ratio, even if you look up at sky and observe celestial bodies. The planets in our cosmos follow the Fibonacci sequence, like the distances of the planets from Sun follow the Fibonacci sequence. In the solar system, there are 8 planets. In the solar system, all planets are interrelated and they form an intricate and perfect balance. If we look from the Earth, after 8 years, Venus returns in the same place in our sky on about the same dates. 13 Venus orbits around the Sun, almost equal to 8 Earth orbits. When we trace a line between them, a 5-petaled rose emerges. 13 and 8 are Fibonacci numbers, and if you divide 13 to 8, you get 1.625, which is so close to the golden mean.
Have a look. The magical geometry that exists between the cycles of the planets has been a source of fascination and mysteries for long. Every 8 years, when Earth and Venus kiss to form another petal, Venus presents the same face to the Earth. The dance of the planets, the retrograde motions, synodic periods, distance, and orbits present us with a pattern that resonates to their essence.
That orbital resonance that I have talked about is not only constricted to Venus. There are orbital resonances between Saturn and Jupiter, Mars and Venus, Neptune and Pluto. That's why microcosm and macrocosm, a tiny cell in your body and a huge celestial mass in the sky, is connected to each other with unseen ropes. What I have talked about is just a drop in the ocean, and a further investigation will amaze you more. I just want to say that this intricate balance requires all-encompassing knowledge, will, and power.